Answers. I want to know what happened to my daughter. We want to bring her home and lay her to rest. I want to be able to do that for my daughter.
We love Brittanee very much. Brittanee's going to find that light, and she's going to find her way back home.
13 years, that's how long family and friends of Brittanee Drexel have been waiting and searching for answers after she vanished from Myrtle Beach. And just hours ago in Georgetown County, law enforcement officials announcing they found her remains and have charged Raymond Moody with her death.
Charges against Raymond Moody were made possible through investigative findings and evidence that led us to a possible site where Raymond Moody buried a deceased Brittanee Drexel on or about April the 26th of 2009. Human remains were discovered at that location on May the 11th of 2022.
We have team coverage tonight from Georgetown County on this massive update. We're going to get to investigative anchor Ashley Bowles and reporter Eric Richards in just a few minutes. We begin, though, with our Zach Wilcox. And Zach, this case has gripped the community for more than a decade now.
Yeah, Eric, as you mentioned at the top of the show there, 13 years is how long the Drexel family and friends have been waiting for answers. Not just them, investigators on this case, and really everyone back at home, everyone in the community wanting to know what happened to Drexel, where it happened, and how it happened. And we got a lot of those answers today. We're still waiting to find out the why this terrible tragedy happened, but certainly answering a lot of those questions during the press conference today to start to give some sense of closure to everyone who's been wanting to know what happened to Drexel. Georgetown County Sheriff Carter Weaver says Drexel was found in Harmony Township here in Georgetown County, more than 30 miles from where she was last seen outside of a hotel in Myrtle Beach, The Georgetown County coroner used dental records and DNA to match the remains found at the township to Drexel. Now, we just passed the 13th anniversary of Drexel's disappearance. We had a large vigil with pictures and speakers. That was all held on the 10th anniversary a few years ago at the Market Common in Myrtle Beach. And that shows just how important finding Brittanee was to folks in the Grand Strand and up in her hometown in New York. Now, all this gives us all some closure to have a better idea of what happened. And Sheriff Carter Weaver is particularly grateful to have these answers for the Drexel family.
No one deserves to go through this, and our hearts go out to you. Our only hope is that this finding allows your family to grieve properly for Brittanee.
And for all the law enforcement officers who spoke today, the focus was really about finding Brittanee and getting those answers. But of course, there was another element here. We learned that Raymond Moody is behind bars on charges of obstruction of justice. We already knew that, though, but of course of murder and kidnap as well here. And we actually just got to look at those arrest warrants. I'm going to toss it over to Ashley Bowles, who's continuing our team coverage here in Georgetown. Ashley, you got to look at those arrest warrants. And they gave us a few more details as to what exactly happened here.
Yeah, I did, Zach. There are 3 additional warrants, one for murder, one for kidnapping, and one for criminal sexual conduct. And while the warrants tell us a lot of information, we still don't know how exactly Moody was able to get Drexel from Ocean Boulevard on April 25th, 2009. Now, the warrant for murder for Moody details how Drexel's death was caused by means of manual strangulation. The sheriff says the murder, kidnapping, and rape charges all occurred on the same day, April 25th, 2009, which is the last day that Brittanee was seen. And during a one-on-one interview with Jimmy Richardson, we asked more details about Moody and how investigators were able to piece together the details of what occurred 13 years ago. He was able to confirm some information, but said he couldn't comment on other questions as Moody is entitled to a fair trial.
We met at his, he basically turned himself in. He went over to his lawyer's office and from that point, he was taken into custody.
And Moody will have his first court appearance, right here on July 21st. After that, he'll have another docket appearance on August 18th. We're continuing our team coverage for you tonight with Eric Richards, who talked to some of Drexel's closest family members and friends. Eric, what did they have to say about some of the answers they learned today?
Well, Ashley, it was definitely an emotional day here as family members of Brittanee Drexel joined law enforcement officials in announcing an arrest and to confirm what many have feared, that Brittanee would not be going home alive. Now, the family was led in by deputies and police officers and listened closely as Sheriff Carter Weaver announced the arrest and the charges in this case. For 13 years, the family has held out hope that Brittanee would be found alive, but that hope has faded. For her father, Chad, it has been difficult to process, but he is appreciative of all those agencies who work to investigate this case.
Weighing this all out is tough on a dad, tough on a mother, but having faith and hope is what's going to guide us through the end result, because they still have the work to do.
That work includes getting justice for Brittanee and also planning a celebration of life both in Myrtle Beach and in upstate New York. Back to you.